Hello friends, welcome to a new chapter today. In this is the second lecture in Nectar's Atlas. This is the picture which is taken from the Nectar's Atlas, which is the orbit picture. So we will see all the boundaries of orbit and the content of the orbit. So if you see, this is the orbit. So first we will see in the orbit we have two things which is important. We have margins is one, and we have boundaries. Okay, we will have to know the differences between these two and understand it in detail. So these are the margins. If you see, this is I is almost a quadrangular in shape roughly. Okay, so these are the margins which you see. So what is the superior margin formed by? Obviously the superior margin is formed by the frontal bone. Okay, then lateral margin is formed by the frontal bone on the upper side. If you have to be specific, then zygomatic process of frontal bone, and below you have this one which is zygomatic bone. Okay, that is again frontal process of zygomatic bone. Okay, if you see the lower part, you have this bone which is again zygomatic bone laterally, and medially you have this bone which is again maxilla. Okay, then medially below you have again maxilla, and superiorly you have this bone which is again frontal bone. So these are the different not boundaries, these are the margins. Remember, these are the margins of the orbit. But along with these margins, we have one more important thing which we have to see about the boundaries. So how are you going to divide it? So boundaries, if you see, we have uh, in boundaries we have four different things. One, we have the medial wall, and we have the lateral wall, we have the superior wall which is called as roof. We don't call it superior wall, but we call it roof. Okay, we also have floor. Okay, so if you see, how are you going to divide it? So this is the optic canal, right? This is the superior orbital fissure. This is the optic canal. This is the superior orbital fissure. This is inferior orbital fissure. So this is the apex. Okay, between this between this optic canal. Okay, this is optic canal. I told you, right? This is optic canal. This is superior orbital fissure, right? Between this optic canal and superior orbital fissure, this part is called as apex. Okay, this is the part which is called as apex, which is present between the optic canal and superior orbital fissure. Okay, so this part which is present in between it is called as apex. Okay, this is the apex. Now, taking this apex as the landmark, we will divide this orbit into different parts. Okay, so different boundaries actually. So this is the first boundary, which is the medial wall. Sorry, this is the medial wall. Okay, this is the medial wall. Okay, yeah, this won't involve, only that is the medial wall. Then what do you call it as? um, you know lateral wall. Lateral wall, so what does medial wall contain? We should also deal with the bones, right? So medial wall, it contains one, the frontal bone. Okay, then we have the this maxilla. Sorry, even the frontal bone does not contain into it. Just a minute, I'll again draw this again so that it becomes easier, because there is some confusion. See, this is the, I'm sorry, yeah, this is the apex. As I have already said, this is the apex, right? This is the optic canal, this is the superior orbital fissure. Between these two we have this, here we have apex. So taking apex into control, okay, we have to divide it into roof, floor, median wall, lateral wall, right? So in this diagram we'll just divide it. In the next diagram we will make the things. Okay, so this is the apex. So you will divide it almost something like this. Okay, so this is the median wall of orbit. Okay, then what is the roof of the orbit? Roof of the orbit is, this is the roof of the orbit. This is the roof of the orbit which you see. Okay, this is roof. This is the medial wall. Okay, then what do you see in the floor of the orbit? In the floor of the orbit, you have it from here. Yeah, you have it like this. Okay, so this is the floor of the orbit, almost like this. And this part which you are seeing here, this part from here, the whole thing, this is the lateral wall of the orbit. Okay, so it's something like this. Taking apex as center, see, it's something like this. If I have to draw it here, I'll draw it like this. This is the apex. Okay, taking apex as a center, it's easier if you draw two lines like this. Okay, so this becomes the roof, this becomes the medial wall. Okay, this becomes the lateral wall, this becomes the floor of the orbit. Okay, and here you see the optic canal, and here you see the superior orbital fissure. Okay, so dividing this optic canal and superior orbital fissure, in the middle you have apex that forms the main basis of division. Okay, let me see. So let us now learn the bones which are seen here. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, fine. So this is the same picture again. So let us see again the same thing, but now I'm going to draw it as I have drawn before. So this is the superior, so this is the optic canal, this is the superior orbital fissure, so this is the apex. Taking this into consideration, I will draw two lines. See, it doesn't involve the frontal bone, right? So it's something like this. Then we have here, this is the one. So this is the medial wall. Okay, what are you going to see in the medial wall? In the medial wall you have this is the ethmoid bone which you are seeing in the medial wall. In the medial wall you are seeing this bone which is ethmoid bone. Okay, this is the lacrimal bone. Okay, this is the maxilla. So in the medial wall you see mainly these three: ethmoid bone, lacrimal bone and maxilla, and also a small part, this part, which a small part of body of sphenoid is also seen in the medial wall. A small part of body of sphenoid is also seen in the medial wall. So you see ethmoid, lacrimal, maxillary and body of sphenoid in the medial wall of orbit. Then what are you going to see in the roof of the orbit? In the roof of the orbit, it is mainly by two things. Okay, so this is the division, right? It is something like this, superior one. Yeah, in the superior, or in the roof, actually in the roof you see the frontal bone in the roof, and this bone which you are seeing, this sphenoid bone which you are seeing in the roof, this is called as lesser wing of sphenoid. The sphenoid bone which you are seeing in the roof is called as lesser wing of sphenoid. Okay, so this both combine together to form the roof of the orbital bone. Now once you have learned about the roof of the orbital bone, now the lateral wall. The lateral wall mainly contains two main bones, only two. This divides something like this. This gets divided something like this. So if you see in this, you have this bone. What is this bone called? This is the greater greater wing of sphenoid. So in this you have greater wing of sphenoid, and this is zygomatic, right? You have zygomatic bone, and greater wing of sphenoid comes in the lateral wall. So these both becomes the lateral wall, which include two things. One, we have zygomatic bone, this is the zygomatic bone, and this is the greater wing of sphenoid bone. And what about the floor? Floor, this is the rest of the thing which you see here. So in the floor, what do you have mainly? Mainly in the floor, you have this part of zygomatic bone you have in the floor, and you also have the maxillary bone in the floor. Okay, zygomatic bone, maxillary bone, and this part of the bone, which is orbital process of palatine bone. You have zygomatic bone, maxillary bone, and orbital process of palatine bone. All these three are present in the floor of the orbit. Okay, so this is important about the orbital floor. Okay, so once you have learned about the borders of boundaries of the orbital floor, now what are you going to learn? Now we have to see the important things that are seen in each of the wall and floor. See, in the uh, roof of the orbit presents three main features. So it is something like this, right? This is the roof. Okay, this roof of the orbit, I'll just draw the boundaries once so that it becomes easier. Let me draw the boundaries. So taking apex has center, apex has the base, I have drawn one. So this is the roof, something like this, and we have this as the medial wall. This is the floor, right? Something like this, and this is the lateral wall. Okay, so what are the important things that you see in the roof? In the roof, you have this canal. What is this? Optic canal. Optic canal is present in the roof. Okay, you have in the anteromedial angle, okay, you have a trochlear notch which is present here. You have a trochlear notch which is present in the anteromedial angle of the roof, okay, or spine. Then you also have in the anterolateral part here, you have fossa for lacrimal gland. This is the place where lacrimal gland is situated. So these are the important things about the roof. Three things are important about roof. One, about the fossa of lacrimal gland, next optic canal, and trochlear notch. Then what about the floor? The floor, what does it have? Floor, it has this groove. What is this called? Infraorbital fissure or infraorbital groove, and canal is present, and it also has a rough impression in anteromedial angle for the orbicularis oculi. Sorry, orbicularis, sorry, for inferior oblique muscle. That's not necessary. What is important is this inferior orbital fissure and this inferior orbital groove which you are seeing in the floor are mainly important. Next, then in the medial wall, what are you going to see? In the medial wall, you have two important things. One, you have the lacrimal fossa here. See, this is the fossa for lacrimal sac. This is important, and you also see two important things in the medial wall. Okay, they are called as ethmoidal foramina. So one is here, one is here. This is posterior ethmoidal foramina and medial ethmoidal foramina. Both these are present in the medial wall. All these three are present in the medial wall, which is important. Fossa of lacrimal sac, posterior ethmoidal foramina, and anterior ethmoidal foramina are important in the medial wall. Now coming to the lateral wall. In the lateral wall, what do you have? In the lateral wall, there is a zygomatic. This is not seen here, but somewhere here you have a foramen which is called as zygomatic foramen is present somewhere here. This is one thing which is important, okay, in the lateral wall. And in the lateral wall, there is a small bony projection just behind the lateral orbital margin, that is below the frontozygomatic suture. Here there is some projection which is not shown here, but you will see. This is called as Wintal tubercle. Wintal tubercle. Okay, so these are the important things which you see in the lateral wall. Okay, so these are the important components of the orbit. Okay, now once we have learned about the components of the orbit, let us even see the relations of orbit and end today's class. So here in the relations of the orbit, what this is the orbit, right? This is the this is the orbit. So in this orbit, you have right? Above the orbit, okay, above the orbit, what are you going to see here? Here you see frontal air sinus. You see frontal air sinus. Okay, this is something like this. You have the orbit here. You have, this is the frontal air sinus which you see, and here you have the brain. Okay, you see anterior cranial cavity and the frontal sinus above. And laterally, what are you going to see here? This is the fossa which you see, called as tympanic fossa, is seen laterally. Okay, and below what are you going to see? This is maxillary sinus, and below you see maxillary sinus. And medially, what are you going to see? Medially, you are going to see ethmoid air sinus. Ethmoid air sinus. So these are the important things about orbit. Okay, so thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.